So you're really into human design and you want to start offering human design readings. I can't tell anybody what to do, and I never wanted to. But I can tell you my own experience and what I did. And so everyone has to start somewhere. No one gets to begin as an expert. So what I did as a third line in human design, I'm a 1-3 profile, is I studied. That's my first line. I studied a lot. I studied myself. I studied the people closest to me. I just kind of looked and observed their charts and I observed how they interacted with people and in their environments. And then after pretty good while of studying, I mean, at least like 6 months to a year. And again, this is not a rule. This is not a rule. Do what you want. And also look at your profile numbers to decide. After a while, I said, okay, I feel interested in this, but I need a larger case study group. So I started offering readings for free, but I always offered them in a very integrous way by saying, this is me learning. This is how I learn. This is how I experiment with this, is by looking at a number of charts and interacting with people and getting their feedback on what lands for them and what doesn't, based on what I know now. And when I did interact with people, a lot of times the questions and the feedback that they would give me would put me on another path of discovery and of learning something else about human design. And that's kind of what I've continued to do, but I didn't charge for a single reading, or I didn't even consider it for a very long time, maybe like 2 years. But let me also add in, this is going to be helpful and this is going to be important. Your profile lines, I think, matter here. So if you're a first line, you're going to really want to have all of the foundational knowledge, and that's what I consider myself good at, right? That's what I consider part of my expertise or my niche, is to provide the basic foundational knowledge that you would need to get started, no matter what you do in your experiment experience and experiment. No matter what you do, having foundational knowledge is important in my book, right? Because I'm a first line. And so if you're a first line, like doing the research, getting the source information in whatever way that means to you is important. A second line is more of a natural, right? So they're going to kind of take it in and let it integrate in their own body, and then discover their own natural gifts there, and kind of incorporate the natural gifts that they already had with the new things that they're learning. A third line needs to experiment. And so that's kind of what I was describing before, is like, I need to like put my feet to the fire. I need to try this out. I need to fail. I need to fail in order to learn. And so again, being very integrous and telling people like, I don't know everything yet, and this is what I'm offering now. A fourth line is going to need foundational relationships. So a lot of times you'll want to share this with the people that are closest to you, and you'll want to discuss this with the people that are closest to you. And you might even seek out a mentor, right? A foundational relationship, a mentor or a coach to help walk you through it, hold your hand. A fifth line is going to look at human design and say, okay, what problem does this solve, right? They're going to want to see, how does this help, right? And where can we get a universalized solution out of this? And then a sixth line is asking, how can I really embody this myself? How does this system, how does this information help me become the role model and show people through my own experiment and live the lifestyle that comes along with this knowledge? So hopefully this helps. Tell me if it does. Tell me if you have any follow-up questions.